Hey everyone, this is Andy from Gizchina, and today we're going to unbox the LeTV LeMax. Now this is a phone I've been really excited to try. We already reviewed the Le1 or the LeTV X600 a few weeks back, and I'm still really impressed with that phone. It's a killer phone, but the specs of this beast look amazing. It's got a Snapdragon 810 processor, 4GB of RAM, 6.3-inch 2K display, rear fingerprint scanner. We've got some really amazing hi-fi audio features on this phone too. USB Type-C, all alloy body, dual tone LED flash, and an ultrapixel front camera. Okay, so this is the box, all black, nice smooth finish with the LeTV logo on there. On the rear we've got specs, quite detailed specs in Chinese. You can see that this is the 64GB version of the phone. Most of the specs I've already gone through, but there they are in Chinese if you want to take a look at them. But without much further ado, let's actually look at this phone in all its glory. So let's pop the top off, and there it is. That is the LeTV LeMax. That is a 6.3-inch 2K display phone. It is huge. It's a massive device. Let's take it out of the box. Now I've already opened this up once already, and in the box normally it comes with a protective see-through plastic cover for it to protect the aluminium chassis, but I've removed it because it just looks absolutely stunning without it. There's the all aluminium body. It's a unibody design. You can't remove the rear, and it's just absolutely stunning. Really nice gold finish. Yeah, gold has really grown on me over the years. You know, when I first saw it on those early iPhones, it looked a bit cheesy, but I really do quite like it these days. So there it is, the monstrous LeMax. Also in the package we've got this, if you watch my unboxing of the Le1, you know that it comes with this cool little warranty card envelope, and it also has a SIM ejector tool in there. If we pull one side, the other side pops out too. You know why? Just because it looks good, and it really shows you that LeTV are really into attention to detail. Not only on the packaging, but the phone itself. They're always pretty cool phones. Also in here, we've got the USB Type-C data cable, we've got a charger, and we even have this little adapter, which means that you can use a regular USB 2.0 cable with Type-C. And you know what? That is a lifesaver. If you have a Type-C phone, you need that. Because the amount of times I've been out and forgotten my cable and needed to charge up or transfer some data, and you know, I've not had a Type-C cable and no one around me has had one of these would have been a lifesaver. So to have that in the box, you know, they don't cost what, maybe $1 to make, but it's nice that LeTV have added it with the accessories in the box. So that's in the packaging, and here's the phone itself. Now, I'm not sure you can appreciate just how big the LeTV LeMax is. I mean, 6.3 inches obviously sounds big, and you can see compared to my hand, look at it, it's taking up the whole width of my palm. But just to give you an idea of size, I've got another few phones here to compare it to. Here's the LeTV Le1 phone, or the X600. This is a 5.5-inch Full HD display. This is a 6.3-inch 2K display. And look, you can see there's a sizable difference between these phones. Look at that. This is a huge device. Yeah. Very similar in design, but much bigger. This is the OnePlus 2. Again, you can see this is a 5.5-inch, this is 6.3. Huge difference in size there. So it's a very big phone. Amazing, I imagine, for movies and games. 5.7-inch Xiaomi Mi Note, 6.3-inch LeTV LeMax. So just keep in mind, if you are interested in the LeMax, it is a huge phone, really big, but stunning to look at too. We've got this really nice narrow bezel at the top, slightly larger one at the bottom. The display looks nearly bezel-less. We'll turn that on in a second, we'll take a look at it. We've got this really nice volume rocker on the left hand side. We've got that notification switch. It's a 2-position notification switch, just like the one on the Le1. On the rear we've got a 20 megapixel camera, dual tone LED flash, and a fingerprint sensor. The rear of it has like iPhone 6 touches with these lines here, but it's a really nice gold unibody alloy finish. Really, really good looking phone. Here we've got a SIM tray, which should be for, I think it's for 2 SIMs, I have to double check that. Power button. This area here, I believe, is something to do with either transferring, like it's an antenna for transferring the screen from here, you know, the wireless display feature, to your Android TV or whatever. I need to double check that, what it is. In the top we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and we have an infrared sensor there for controlling your TV and other infrared remote control devices in the home. Speakers in the base and USB Type-C. I believe this is 3.0 as well, so you've got faster data transfer on that. So there it is. This is a monster phone. This front camera is something like we've seen on the iUni U3 and HTC phones. It's an ultrapixel camera. So hopefully that should get some really good selfies. So monster phone. I'm really excited by this device. It looks incredible. It is big, but it's surprisingly lightweight. Feels great in the hand. I'm just going to power it up now to take a look at it. Just going to turn the screen on just to see how big these bezels are, and already I can see that they're around maybe 1.5mm thick, 2mm maybe. They're pretty narrow bezels compared to some of the other phones that we've been testing in the past. Okay, let's just set this up quickly. So you can see we've got Chinese on here, we have English too. So this is the setup procedure for EUI. I'm not going to set my Wi-Fi up just yet, I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to agree and continue. I'm going to skip this too, so it's dual SIM. Continue again. Nice and smooth, lovely transitions. I'm going to enable this. We also have NFC on this phone too as well, so all of you who like to have the NFC feature, so you can quickly connect to your headphones or your speaker, or even make payments, you've got NFC on there too. And there you go, this is the 2K 6.3-inch display. It's interesting that they've only managed to fit 4 icons across that huge display. It seems a bit like a waste of a display, but there might be options in the system so we can fit more icons across. But it does look rather nice. I'm just going to try and turn up the screen brightness, so there you go, we can turn it up a little bit. We can go back out of there. So there's the 2K display. It looks wonderful. Let me go into the settings so we can take a look at these bezels. You can see, although it looks like a full bezel-less display, it's not. We've got this really narrow black bezel around the screen. So it's not like something that we've seen on other phones, and it's even narrower than the LE1. So it's not a bezel-less display, but near enough. Feels really smooth. Obviously I'm only going through a few of the things here. I'm just going from menu to menu, flicking from screen to screen, but it all feels really nice. There's that notification area. Hit this back button, that brings up our toggles and our latest apps. We can swipe those away. Go back to the home screen. If we go back in here a second, actually, you can see that EUI is leaving us 2.6 gigabytes of RAM left. So he's using quite a lot of RAM, but we still have lots of RAM left over to play around with. That's interesting. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this camera. This is a 20 megapixel rear camera. The UI of the camera is, just looking at it here quickly, it looks exactly the same as the UI on the LeTV Le1. Swiping from left to right brings up different features. We've got panoramic, we've got our regular photo, we have the video feature, and we have slow-mo. If we just go back to video again, go into our settings, we've got HDR, night mode. We can choose to store location or not. We can change our ISO, contrast, and other features there too. So it's very similar to the Le1 in the camera app. Let's take a look at this camera, see how it is. Got my son's Lego here. I'm not sure you can see just how nice that looks. That screen is amazing. It's beautiful. So let's take a few photos. Let's take a picture of Lego Thor. I'm going to turn the volume up so maybe you can hear that better. Let's go back out a second. Let's turn the volume up a second. And then you'll hear just how quick this is taking photos. You can see, just have a look at the gallery in the corner, so we just focus on Thor's head. And the picture is already ready. That's pretty fast. There should be a burst mode too. So that's like 30 photos in a, just a really brief amount of time. Let's take a look at those photos. Let's move Thor out of the way. So these are just burst photos that I just shot. Tons and tons of pics already on there. And the color looks really nice. Really, really nice. This camera could be amazing. I can't wait to get this outside and take a look at the details. I mean, look at that. I'm not sure, you can't really tell on the video, but on the 2K display that looks amazing. It's like reading a magazine. Really, really detailed picture. Cool, so there's the camera app on the LeTV LeMax. Let's see quickly about the phone. So we're running Android 5, it's not Android 5.1. We've got a 2 GHz Snapdragon 810 processor, 4 GB of RAM as well in there. Obviously we'll run Antutu for the full review, as I know a lot of you like that after writing the OnePlus 2 review recently. So I won't forget it next time, or I won't leave it out next time, should I say. Anyway, so that's our quick hands-on unboxing of the LeMax. Pretty cool. It is a monstrous phone. It's very lightweight considering the size of it. Beautiful display. I'm hoping the audio is going to be killer. I'm really excited about that actually. In fact, I'm excited about this phone a lot. This is probably the most excited I've been about a phone for a while. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I'm going to take some photos. I'm going to write my first impressions of this device on Gizchina, so you can take a look at it. If you have any questions about the LeTV LeMax, please feel free to let me know. And a quick shout out to LeTV for sending this over to us from their US offices. I really appreciate it. Okay, so thank you all for your time and see you all soon.